Hey there.
What up?
Today on the docket, we've got two big muffs.
That's
We've
right.
got, on the left there, my old Civil War that I picked up, Beat to Hell. And then...
Yeah, on the right there, as you can see, we have our newest offering from Electro-Harmonix, as they're calling it, the Deluxe Sovtek Big Muff Pi.
It's, according to the manual, it's based on the Green Russian Big Muff and the Deluxe Big Muff Pi, an amalgam, or as they refer to it, Love Child. I don't prefer that. But they sure painted it gray and blue.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And to a Big Muff fan, that really only means one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to compare the two, see how the new hotness holds up. Who knows? It's kind of a first impressions video, and we're just going to be rolling along with you. Before we get into anything, we've got today, Reese, what bass you playing?
I am playing a 1988 Made in Japan P bass that I salvaged, put back together with some cool stuff, including a Lawler P bass pickup and a hipshot bridge, and it is tuned to C standard.
And then we've got that going into the Ampeg B15N to its left in the photo, and we've got that mic'd up with an SM57. So it's just, bass into pedals into amp, pretty straightforward, P bass into an Ampeg scenario.
Yeah, tried and true formula.
Yes. And here's our clean tone in 3, 2, 1.
All right, well, that's out of the way now.
Yeah, so we're going to just try to keep this brief and throw a bunch of riffs at you. We've tried to set these to sound close to each other, at least approximately close settings. See if we can get them in the same ballpark, play a few riffs through that, and then just really explore what the Deluxe Big Muff can do on its own with the mid-foot switch, wicker, the Q options, gate. We're going to get weird.
Yeah, absolutely. Get strange and experiment.
Yeah, and then we're going to, at the end, throw both on at the same time because you can't not.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, they're here.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
So, here we go. measure. Let's just do both.
Well, all right.
Yeah. So those were some riffs and loud sounds.
Yeah, that was a really enjoyable experience, I have to say.
Yeah, going into this with open mind, but the expectations that I have, I did not expect to like the Deluxe Big Muff as much as I do.
I had mitigated my expectations pretty neutral. Wasn't necessarily expecting it to be terrible. Wasn't expecting it to be great.
It's way more of a pleasant surprise, though.
Yeah.
Because, direct comparisons in the first couple of riff things where we're trying to get them close, they were pretty close.
Yeah, that's pretty freaky.
And you can kind of make any Big Muff sound like any other Big Muff. It's the nuance that keeps people paying so much for these pedals. But as far as the ones we've got in front of us now, yeah, we're in pretty much the same ballpark. Like, it's got the same sort of character. The Deluxe, without the mid setting, definitely lacked the low end clarity with the mid content.
Yeah, I mean, if you treat it as a 3-knob versus a 3-knob,
yeah,
there's definitely more of that focus and girth.
Yeah,
in the original.
Definitely just as far as like being able to get the high end where I like it and still having low end. It's a breeze with my Civil War, whereas it's a little finicky with the Deluxe Big Muff. But
yeah, as soon as you dive into that mid control section, it's
like unbelievably flexible.
Dealer's choice as far as the flavoring and the grind and the intensity of it, and then as you heard, get into some super crazy, almost, synth-like, wah-like.
Yeah, it's because it's a variable Q sort of semi-parametric mid control. Saying that is probably going to make some studio nerd cringe, but
who knows?
As far as Big Muffs are concerned, you've got expression out on a mid-level knob that has an incredible range of sweep.
That's bananas.
That merits a $149 purchase in my book.
Absolutely.
And then you can also do interesting things with the blend and the gate. Just get different tonalities that just don't exist in a Big Muff.
Yeah, and the harder gate settings seem to almost give you an envelope.
Yeah,
effect.
It, like kind of cuts off.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one playing, so you notice it more.
It was pretty intriguing, and that's taking something that in its simplest form can get really close to a very expensive vintage Big Muff, and then take you into even wilder territory.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I would say a first impression is real good.
Yeah, and also on top of that, one of the better looking new Electro-Harmonix pedals that have come out. Just clean, nice, classy. Finally figured out they've got a classic aesthetic established by years that they need to just exploit mercilessly.
Yeah.
And they did it, and it looks awesome.
It really does. And hey, it sounds awesome too.
Yeah.
Or at least we think so.
I don't know what y'all think. Obviously, your mileage may vary, but I had a good time.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And that's kind of what it's all about.
That's right.
Well, thanks for joining us here. We hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a like, subscribe to keep posted for what we've got going on. We're very, I don't know how to say this other than, lackadaisical individuals as far as updating this kind of thing goes. It's whenever we get around to it, and you can deal with that. But we love you for watching this. And
thanks.
And thanks.